we start off with the United States Department of Agriculture. The USDA announced the agency will be allowing states to provide pandemic electronic benefit transfers, better known as EBTs, to low-income families through the summer. Our Bronx Net reporter, Alexis Penn, brings us the story.
The United States Department of Agriculture recently announced that they will be allowing states to provide pandemic electronic benefit transfer, or EBT, to low-income families through the summer months. This is estimated to reach more than 30 million children across the country. Joel Berg, CEO of Hunger Free America, says that this will help feed many students in the Bronx.
At bare minimum, hundreds of thousands of students in the Bronx are going to be able to get this assistance. So it is a huge friggin' deal.
Joel explained EBT will provide at least $350 worth of food per child in each household, regardless of immigration status, and will be delivered on a card similar to the cards received for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, so that families can shop in most grocery stores and bodegas.
It's important to know that in the Bronx, in New York, and really throughout the country, there was a huge hunger crisis before the pandemic ever happened. In New York City, there are already 1 million people before the pandemic who lived in homes that couldn't afford enough food. Hundreds of thousands of people in the Bronx alone, one of the hungriest urban counties in the United States, couldn't afford enough food before the pandemic.
Programs such as PEBT have been put in place since the pandemic to help ensure that every child who received free school lunch under the National School Lunch Act is provided food benefits while their school is currently closed or reduced attendance during the 2020 to 2021 academic year. However, as the nation begins to overcome the pandemic, Joel worries programs such as PEBT will be cut back.
I do fear that as the elites are no longer troubled by the economic downturn, as wealthy people get wealthier because they're able to work remotely in a way that low-income people aren't, they're going to forget about this crisis. They're going to not put pressure on policymakers to continue this focus. So that's all of our job as citizens and residents of this country, to continue to keep the focus on the fact that we still have a massive hunger crisis and we're going to need government interventions for a very long time.
Still, Joel remains hopeful in the message that the news of the expansion of the PEBT program over this summer.
Public policy matters, election matters. People say all sides are the same, nothing ever matters, nothing ever changes. This news proves that's wrong. 2 million kids statewide, including many kids in the most vulnerable families, including those of undocumented immigrants, are going to get hundreds of dollars of extra food purchasing power this summer, and that's because government is finally working.
If you would like to learn more about the PEBT food benefits, visit the Office of Temporary and Disability Assistance website at www.otda.ny.gov. If you would like to learn more about Hunger Free America, visit their website at www.hungerfreeamerica.org or call their number at 212-825-0028. Reporting for BronxNet, Alexis Penn.
And thank you, Alexis. In other news, we want to let you know DoorDash is teaming up with BronxWorks, serving the community PPE near the concourse section of the Bronx. Our BronxNet reporter, Kim and Eileen, was there, and our cameras bring the story.
Traveling through the Bronx, you may find a DoorDash tent set up with Dashers who say they're committed to giving back.
Handing out PPE and more to community members and local Dashers, DoorDash is supporting communities near the Grand Concourse in the Bronx.
Today we out here handing out PPE kits, which consist of face masks, hand sanitizer, and we're also giving our kits to Dashers, which have bike mounts, reflection patches, so they can be safe on the road. People come and they welcome us and they're grateful for it.
The food delivery service partners with nonprofit and local organizations like BronxWorks Carolyn McLaughlin Community Center to connect with the communities they serve. BronxWorks aims to help residents and families improve their economic and social well-being, and the organization appreciates the extra help from a company like DoorDash.
I know early on in the pandemic, it was hard to come by. A lot of the masks, the hand sanitizer, the wipes. So having some of companies come out and do that for us was really key. So it's great.
Assisting BronxWorks with their community outreach, State Senator Louis Sepulveda encourages more corporations like DoorDash to support local communities.
These companies make a lot of money off of our communities, and it's great to see this corporate benefiting those people that have brought profits to them. And also, just as a human being, you want to do what's right. And you know that these communities need a lot of this stuff, needed the assistance, and this is what it's about.
DoorDash has expanded this effort throughout the entire city, and Dashers say if you see their red van and tent, local residents and other Dashers are more than welcome to stop by. Reporting for BronxNet, Kevin Aline.
And thank you, Kevin. Great work going on out there. Listen, stay with us. Open continues right after this.